Hi everybody, this is the second lecture that we have seen before, and I'm going just to deal with it very briefly, so that in this way I'm going just to refresh your mind about what we saw about vowels. We are still dealing with phonetics, and this is the second major category of sounds that we call vowels. Now the problem is that how do we make vowels? Okay, how we make vowels, how do we produce vowels? Okay, we produce them by raising or lowering the tongue. Number 2, by retracting or advancing the tongue. 3, by spreading or rounding the lips. 4, by tensing or untensing the mouth. And according to these different positions, we can get different kinds of vowels. So remember these different positions here. So we have got first the raising or the lowering of the tongue, the retracting or advancing of the tongue, the spreading or rounding of the lips, tensing or untensing the mouth. Now let's have a look at an example of a vowel and try to see how it is produced. This is E, the vowel E. E is obtained by, if you like, moving our tongue forward and raising the forward part of it. This is how we obtain E. Now, to see the difference between E and to see how it is exactly produced, let's compare it to A. Look at the position of the tongue for A here. A. The tongue is lower. A. So we can talk about E being high because the tongue is raised, and for A, we can say that the mouth is wide open because the tongue is lowered. So there is a difference between the quality of E and the quality of the vowel A. For E, we need to raise the tongue. For A, we need to lower it. So when a vowel is being produced by raising our tongue, we say that it is high. But when a vowel is being produced by lowering our tongue, that vowel is called open. Okay. Now let's have a look at another kind of vowel, U. If you produce U in the correct way, you're going, of course in the right way, you're going to notice that it's the back of your tongue which is involved, which is raised. U. To see this clearly, try to produce E and immediately after it produce U. E, U, E, U. So you notice, in fact, for the production of U, it's the back of your tongue which is raised here. Therefore, there is a difference, in terms of two different positions between E and U. For E, it is called the front vowel because, look, this is E. It's the front part of the tongue which is raised. But for U, look, it's the back part of it which is raised. So here we can talk about some vowels being front and some vowels being back. But, we can talk also about another dimension through which we can locate the different vowels. E is said to be high vowel because we raise our tongue towards the roof of the mouth. But for A, look, the tongue is lowered. So E is called close or high vowel. But A is called open or low vowel. Okay? Now, this is another figure showing to you, if you like, it represents the space within our mouth here. And inside it we have got the tongue. This is the tongue here. Now, depending on which part of the tongue which is raised, is it the front or back, we can describe a certain vowel. We can describe it as being back here or low here. At the same time, we can talk about vowels which are being produced in this region here. They are called high vowels. But vowels which are produced here in this region, they are called low or open vowels. But we have got some vowels that are in between. They are produced in this kind of region. They are neither high nor low. They are mid vowels. We call them mid vowels here. So this is what we're going to take into account when we try to describe the vowels of English here. So we have got the dimension of first back as opposed to front. And we have got the dimension of high or close as opposed to low or open. Okay, and we have some other vowels that are in between. They are called mid vowels. This is what we're going to see in here. Look, this is where we locate the English A. A here, sheep, sleep. Okay, this is the long one, sheep, sleep. And we have got another vowel, which is the short A, ship, slip. Look, there is a difference between sheep and ship, sleep, slip. So we have got E and this is A. I mean, these two varieties of E, or variants of E, are called close or high vowels. Okay. Now, we have got another vowel that we pronounce according to the book you are required to read. It's A, laid, spade, trade, A. This one is not high and it's not low or open, but it is in between. Okay, it's a mid vowel. It's mid vowel. This is another, vowel which is pronounced as A, led, sped, tread. A, led, sped, tread. It's more or less the same as in this one here. This one is laid, spade, trade. But this one is A, led, sped, tread. Both of them are mid vowels. But both of them are front because they are produced at this front part here. All vowels produced at this area here are called front vowels. All vowels produced here at the back are called the back vowels here. Okay? Now, another vowel is this one. This is A. In the word bat, lad. A, bat, lad. It's also a front vowel. Because like E and E, A and A, all of them here are produced at the front part of our mouth. Okay? And this is A, it's low or open. Why do we call it open or low? Because the tongue is low. It's not raised. It's lowered. So we can say this one is low or open. Okay. Now, another vowel. Look, there is a difference between E and U. In words like luke, hoot, suit, oo. This one is a back vowel because it is produced at the back part of here, of this figure, as opposed to E. If E is front, U is back. Now this U, which is long, it corresponds to its short U here. In word suit, hoot, look. Don't say look, it's to look. Hoot, suit. But this is luke, hoot, suit. This is U and this is U. But both of them are back vowels. And both of them are high vowels here. Okay. Another couple of sounds or couple of vowels that are also back, this one here and this one in here. This one is pronounced O, coat, wrote, held. This one. This one is O, caught, wrote, hold. Both of them, like A and A, are mid vowels. They're not high here, they are not low as in here, but they are mid vowels. And they are like U and U, they are back vowels, like in here, this region, back vowels here. Okay. Another back vowel that we need to introduce is this one. A, ba, fa, caught, don. Father, ba, caught, don, ah. So notice there is a certain pattern in here, in English here. We have got two front high vowels corresponding to two back high vowels. Two front mid vowels corresponding to two back mid vowels. One here is low front and this one is low back. Another vowel that exists in English is this one, but, pot, rot. The verb to cut here. Okay? Another vowel, this is the one that we call a schwa. Metallic Texas. This is pronounced metallic Texas. Okay? So, roughly speaking, this is the list of the figure containing the English vowels here. Just remember them, and remember the examples of words. Showing to us the pronunciation of each of them. Okay. Now let's talk about. We have introduced the vowels that we need. In English here, but let's talk about some dialectal differences. Okay, we can say. We can produce. Some words. Okay, differently. Okay, so this is caught and this is caught. Mid back lax vowel and mid back tense vowel. So in fact, the difference between a lax and a tense vowel is that for a lax vowel we don't make great effort in its pronunciation. Very simple. But for tense vowel, just take into account the meaning of the word tense. You need great pressure. You need to make great effort in the pronunciation of a certain vowel. Okay? So, just remember this difference between couples of sounds that seem to be alike, but one is lax, the other one is tense here. Now, if we go back, for example, to the list of vowels, this one, notice this one is the long E. It's closer than this one here. This one is pronounced as E. We notice that we need more effort in pronouncing E. It's more effort than the pronunciation of E. So this one is tense and this one is lax here. Look, this one is A. You need to have a lot of work, a lot of effort in the production of A, more than E. So this one is tense, this one is lax. Look, this one is U. So you need more pressure and you need more air. Okay, okay. So this one it is called, if you like, a tense vowel. But this one needs less effort okay, and less pressure of air, so it is produced as U. So it is lax. Same thing in here. Among, what we call, these two sounds that belong to this pair, this one is O. It needs more work, more effort, and more pressure of air, more than this one in here. So this one is O, but this one is O here. So in fact, a vowel that needs more work, more effort, is said to be tense. And the one which is said in a very simple way, which does not need any work, is called lax vowel. This is the main difference between tense and lax vowels here. Now, what about diphthongs? How are they produced? In fact, in a diphthong, we have got what we call a gliding movement from the position of the first vowel to the position of another vowel. Let's talk about this one here that we produce, or that we articulate as I. Side, my, kind. I, the diphthong I, it is found inside my, kind. So we move from the position of A to the position of A. This arrow here, look at the movement of this arrow here. It seems that we have got two vowels involved in here. I. Next, we have got another diphthong that exists in English. It's this one here. Remember the vowel A, and here we are going towards U. We obtain something like ow, as in words like loud, brow, hour. The next diphthong that I need you to remember is oi. In oi, we begin from the position of O. Just remember the figure where we locate the different vowels of English. Okay, this is here O, and we go to E. This movement from O to E, it gives us oi. In words like boy, annoy, toil. So remember, in diphthongs, we have got a movement from the position of the first vowel to either E or U. And that's enough for vowels. Now we need to go on to another lecture that we are going to begin, in a few minutes.